Global warming causes big changes in climate. These changes lead to climate vulnerabilities, which are expected to occur more often or intense in the future. Examples of such vulnerabilities on Bonaire are tropical storms, hurricanes, floods and droughts. These can destroy Bonaire's nature, like its coral reefs or mangroves. Also, it can harm Bonairian citizens. For example, it can cause injuries or sickness, or destroy vital infrastructure or buildings. Also, it can influence the economy or decrease household incomes. Small islands, such as Bonaire and the other Dutch Caribbean islands, are especially at risk. They are also expected to be most affected by the impacts of climate change. Therefore, it is important to make sure these islands and their households are resilient to climate change vulnerabilities. And this is why I, Nina Zander, the DCNA's research intern, have studied how resilient households on Bonaire are towards climate change vulnerabilities. Results suggest that there is still a lot in the way for households to be climate resilient. For example, many households are not insured for damage caused by climate change vulnerabilities, or they do not have enough savings to recover from such damage. Also, households often do not really know how climate change can impact them or how they can prepare for it. Poverty is another barrier. The results of this study also suggest that some household types, such as big households and households with low education levels, are inclined to be less resilient. Action to increase climate resilience is thus highly needed. Institutions like governments can initiate such action. For example, they can create an action plan. Protecting and recovering Bonaire's nature should be part of this. Other recommendations for such a plan are made by the DCNA in their Dutch Caribbean Climate Action Plan. You can also take steps, like making sure your insurance covers climate change damage, and by becoming familiar with the disaster relief brochures from public entity Bonaire. Also, make sure to stay updated on climate change impacts on nature by subscribing to DCNA's free digital newsletter BioNews, and by keeping an eye on DCNA's social media channels. Are you interested to learn more about my research? Or would you like to get in touch? Then check out the link underneath this video.